Right, Fix Your Life episode 2. Let's get it. So, in episode 1, we talked about quitting drinking, which was a step that I had to take that got me on the road towards fixing my life. It was probably the most important step and the foundation that followed to the next steps that I will be talking about in each episode. Episode 2, we have vaping. Let's get it. So, if you've never been to this channel before, I am primarily a Geometry Dash YouTuber, but I'm also now branching out to help you guys with things such as quitting addictions, starting healthy habits such as going to the gym, which is going to be another episode in the future. And yeah, I'm basically going to give you guys all the building blocks you need to fix your life and be above average in everything that you do. You've probably noticed I now have a new chair. Finally, mate, it's been like 6 years. And it's thanks to you guys that have been buying my keychains on my website, brandonlarkin.co.uk. You can get one. Here they are. They come with... I can't turn it round. There we go. Yeah, they come with a signed card, personalised message on them, written to you personally. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting me. Finally getting a new setup, man. It's dusty in here, bro. Okay, let's get serious now. Vaping. Nicotine. That is what we're really talking about here. When I was about 16 years old, I remember I bought my first pack of cigarettes and I smoked them. And the reason I smoked them was because I wanted to see what being addicted to them feels like. Now I know what you're thinking. That is ridiculous. Well, I was a stupid kid, alright? I did lots of stupid things when I was younger. With smoking, through maybe 3-4 years, I smoked cigarettes on and off. I've never really been addicted to smoking cigarettes at all, and every time I wanted to stop, I could. So sometimes I would smoke 20 cigarettes, a couple a day, and then just stop for whatever reason, and I'd never find it difficult to do that. In that time, I guess I vaped a little bit too, here and there, but it never really grabbed me. Weed was my actual drug of choice, which I will be talking about in the next episode to this, so stay tuned for that. Vaping was really weird because the way that I started vaping was kind of strange and out of nowhere. I remember it was about halfway through 2021 and my one friend brought round an elf bar. Now, I have done some digging around in my house and I've actually managed to find an elf bar back from when I was vaping. This literally took me like half an hour to find. Cotton candy ice. It's like the deadest flavour. So, if you are going to start vaping, just don't choose that one. No, jokes aside. You've probably seen one of these. They come in every colour that you can think of, every flavour. There's like cherry, strawberry, blueberry. It goes on and on, right? And I remember the first time I got one of these, my friend actually gave me one. It was like half finished, and after all my friends left my house, I went up and I was lying down on my bed and I was just vaping it all night. Nothing crazy, right? I'd vaped before, I'd smoked before, whatever. If you haven't seen one of these before, basically at the bottom it has a flavour and next to it it says 2%, okay? And a lot of people get that mistaken, and I know that because my friends talk to me about it. They say, well, elf bars aren't very addictive, they're only 2%. 2% nicotine actually means 20 milligrams of nicotine, which is very, very high nicotine content. For your average vape juice, you'll be looking at 6 milligrams. The average cigarette has about 9 milligrams. So in a vape, there is over double the nicotine that is in a cigarette. Okay, just think about that for a minute. Everywhere I look in 2023 and 2022, somebody had one of those elf bars, including me in 2022. Everywhere I looked, everybody had them. Everybody has them now. They either have the elf bars or they have the Elux ones, which are like the cuboid shaped ones, and they're even worse. But either way, whatever kind of vape it is, these are brutal, okay? And if you ever see one of these and you've never vaped before, run, okay? Do not try it, okay? Do not think that you are capable of outrunning the elf bars, man, because they are brutal. They will grip you and you will not be able to stop. This video is made assuming that it's too late and you're already vaping, and maybe you've not gotten onto the disposables yet, and all I can say is don't. Do not, okay? There are so many reasons why you should not be vaping these elf bars. The thing with the elf bars is I think they actually appeal to kids a lot more because of the different colours, and they've got the candy flavours, and they almost look like this yay fun toy, and people see them, and you look in a shop and you see like a wall of coloured vapes, you're like, oh that one, like you're a kid in the M&M store, yeah? It's literally like that when you go into the corner shop, bro. And yeah, I was really hooked on these from the moment I smoked one in, I think, August 2021. I was hooked on them every single day up until June 2022, when I eventually finally managed to quit, okay? And these elf bars, they cost on average £6, and I would get through 1 to 1.5 every day. So let's just round it up to a year that I was smoking them. We're looking at about £2,200 that I spent on vapes in 1 year. That is a ridiculous amount of money. Vaping also complements drinking really well, which meant that when I was drinking, I would vape. Let's say that I was sober and thought, I'm gonna chill out on the vapes so much, man. You know, I'm not gonna smoke them as much. As soon as I got drunk, I wouldn't care anymore, and I would be like, yeah, whatever, I'm drunk, we're having a good time, give me the vape. Oh, it's died, let's go buy another. Until I fall asleep, and then I wake up, and I go on my phone, I'm like, oh, find it under my pillow. Non-stop all day. Oh, go on a drive. I'm telling you, man, shit's bad. Alright, you are not special, okay? And you are not above the elf bars. If you vape the elf bars, you will not be able to get off them. You will get very addicted. The reason this is building block 2 to fixing your life is because if you don't drink alcohol, this is going to be much easier. If you do still decide to drink alcohol, of course, that's absolutely fine. It's completely up to you. But I'm just saying, if you vape as well or smoke as well, it's going to be much harder when you're a drinker. When you drink, you stop giving a shit. Okay. Whatever it is, you stop giving a shit. You're like, yo, pass me the vape. You got like 4 in your mouth. You're like, yo, the night's still young, bro. I remember, I think it had been like 2 weeks that I'd stopped drinking, that I decided that my next challenge and goal was to stop vaping. I tried a few times to stop vaping and go cold turkey, so just completely stop, and it did not last long. When you are smoking a vape that has 20 milligrams of nicotine, it is very, very intense withdrawals, and you will feel it. You will be in probably physical pain, you'll have really bad headaches, you won't be able to sleep, you'll be angry at everybody. I remember my mum would be like, have you had anything to eat today? I'd be like, yes. She'd be like, what did you have? I'd be like, McDonald's! She'd be like, alright. Oh, sorry, I'm coming off the vapes. Okay, with alcohol, I went cold turkey, it was easy, I changed the way I looked at it. Nicotine is very, very strong stuff, and it will be really hard to quit. There are several ways to quit. There's obviously like the patches that you can put on. I've never tried them personally. I just thought it was kind of funny. But I'm going to explain to you what I did. The first step to quitting vaping is I need you to go and stand in the mirror and say, I am going to quit vaping, okay? And you need to mean it. I don't want you to say, I'm going to try to quit, or I'm going to cut down. No, I'm going to quit, alright? That is what you need to say, okay? The first thing that you need to do is make a promise to yourself not only will this help you quit vaping, but this will also help you start to build trust with yourself, that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. That's going to improve your overall discipline in life. Step 2. I want you to go to a vape shop and buy one of these. It doesn't have to be this exact model. Mine's Argus Vupu. I don't even know, man. Okay, but I went to my nearest vape shop. I bought one of these. It cost me £35. Cheap as shit, really, when you think about the £2,000 that I'd spent on the disposables. And this will last you a pretty long time, probably as long as you want, actually. And you're going to go and you're going to ask the guy behind the counter for some Nic salts, okay? Nic salts are usually around 9 to 10 milligrams of vape liquid, nicotine in vape liquid, which is about the same as a cigarette, okay? I don't think I have any Nic salt bottles on here anymore. No, I don't. But yeah, they come in like small bottles like this, 10 milligrams, 10 milliliters, and you just want to buy them. It's half, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this and you're gonna go crazy on it, okay? Probably for a few weeks. You're gonna feel withdrawals because you are half in your nicotine, but they're not gonna be as intense as just completely cutting vaping off. You're still gonna have that. You vape it as much as you want, okay? After a little bit, the withdrawals will go away and you'll kind of feel back to how you were. Now you're on 10 milligrams. Your neck's going to cut down to 6 milligrams, okay? And I do actually still have my 6 milligram liquid right here, Ice Flow. I used to love this flavour when I used to vape recreationally, so I bought it again from the same shop. And I put 6 milligrams of nicotine in there, which is heading now more towards a recreational dose of nicotine, okay? So again, you're gonna go crazy on it. Vape it all day if you have to. If you're struggling, just go crazy on it. Vape it all the time, as much as you need, and just keep vaping it. Find a flavour you really like, go for it. Once you're at 6, things are gonna get much easier for you, okay? In fact, you might decide that you want to go down to 3 milligrams or even 0. I actually didn't go down to 3 or 0. Now, when I was on 6, I remember this story vividly, and it's still funny to me to this day. I went to the pub with 2 of my old friends, and I remember one of them was like, "Hey, yo, can you pass me the vape? Let me try it." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he grabbed it, this one here, he grabbed it, he went, and he was like, "Taste burn." He passes it me back, I smell it, I'm like, "Oh, fucking hell, man, you burnt my vape." He's like, "Sorry, man, was that me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think it was you, you know. You burnt the coil," alright? So, I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever, I'll get some new coils tomorrow." So the next day, I woke up in the morning, I went down to get some coils, and I have these. I literally have everything I need here for the video. These coils, alright, it comes with 5 of them. And as you will see, there's still 5 left. So you're probably thinking, what? Why did you buy new coils if you didn't even use them? Well, I got home with my coils. I looked over at the vape sat on the shelf, and I thought, I cannot be arsed. I cannot be arsed to replace the coils. And that was it. That was the last time I ever vaped. It's kind of crazy to think about that once you get down to 6 milligrams of liquid, I just looked over and thought, I can't be arsed. The thing with these vapes, the reason that these were more appealing than these is because these are just so messy. Like, they leak everywhere, you've got to replace the coils. These, you just buy one and rip it and it's easy. You haven't got to do anything. It doesn't leak. But that is why you need to buy one of these, because eventually you'll realise that it's just, you just can't be arsed anymore, man, and you will just stop. So that is the next step out of the way. You've now cut down, you've probably stopped, but here's what's going to be probably the hardest part of quitting vaping. That is the habit. The withdrawals are gone now. The physical withdrawals such as the headaches, the sickness, the insomnia. It's probably all gone at this point because you're only down to 6 milligrams, and 6 milligrams is easy to quit, you know, compared to 20 milligrams, which is a lot more nicotine. So at this point, you've probably stopped, but you now need to get over the habit. And what I mean by that is everywhere I went, I vaped. If I'm driving in the car, let's say that I'm driving to London, okay, that's like 2.5 hours from where I live. I would be holding the vape all the way. Driving, one hand, vape in the other hand, music on, all the way, okay? And when you stop, you will not know what to do with your hands. You'll be there like, ugh, I need to do something, bro. And what helped me, it was really weird, okay, you're gonna have to hear me out, but what helped me is I bought a load of plastic flossers. Let me try find one. Okay, so I bought a load of these, obviously brush my teeth in the morning like normal, and I'd be going out doing my work, I'd start flossing my teeth, you know, and then I'd start chewing it. I don't know why, but every time I went for a drive, I'd just have a floss in my mouth. I guess you can get a toothpick or like chewing gum or anything. I don't know why, but chewing just really helped me. Everywhere I went, I would chew something. I'd be sat here doing normal shit, just sat at my computer, and I'd be chewing the shit out of my floss. Let me see if there's any on here. I just found like this tiny bit of plastic that is from a floss that I chewed the shit out of, and it's just lying on my desk, and it's been there for like a year. Honestly, man, just chew shit is weird, I know, but it helps. It helped me anyway. Okay, the last thing I want to say is you don't have to do this alone, and I would be happy to help you quit vaping. I'm thinking of opening a chat where you can talk to me about it, and I'd probably do like £10 for half an hour chat or something. If they actually are popular, I might have to put the price up over time, because at the moment I'm just really busy, and obviously I'll only be able to have a certain amount of time a day that I can talk about this. But the same goes for alcohol, anything like that. If you need my personal help, I am here to help you. I might put something up on my website as well about it. The good thing about vaping is there are no benefits to it. Even when I was vaping, there wasn't any benefits to it either. I kind of just sat there like, why do people vape? Why am I vaping right now? What is the point in this? The good thing is that when you stop, you never have an urge to vape again. I mean, you know, I was so addicted to vaping, and now I don't think about it at all, ever. I never think to myself, oh, I could just have a vape right now. Like, why? What is the point? Honestly, just don't fall for it. If you haven't vaped yet, you're in the best position, and I guess you look around, you see everyone doing it, you think it must be fine. We don't really know what's in these vapes, and we're the guinea pigs. Nobody knows the long-term effects because they haven't been out for long enough. So if you haven't vaped yet, that's the best position. Look after your lungs, because if you get lung cancer, you fucked it, man. That's like the worst cancer you can get. So anything that you're inhaling into your lungs that isn't air, it can fuck you. Alright, so just be very careful, alright? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found some value to it. Unlike alcohol, where I said that if you want to drink, then I understand why you would want to. With vaping, stop vaping, man. It's not doing you any good, and you know it. There's no benefits at all to vaping, so you really should be stopping and putting this into effect, because it is gonna do you some serious long-term damage if you don't stop, and it's only gonna get worse. They're only gonna get stronger. They're gonna keep releasing stronger vapes, so you keep buying them. You need to get off them now. You need to escape, okay? So I urge you to do these steps that I've given in this video. It will really help, okay? Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.